Alright guys, in this video I'm just gonna tell you that I already told you in the last video that I will tell you about use history and use location. So these are the some components of hooks come from React router DOM. So we're gonna use that, and why we use history and use location. So we just use those things for getting the previous route or forward route or going on the previous route, and we use location to get the location, current location, whatever we have into our URL bar. So that's the thing. So how we're gonna use that and how we're gonna implement that thing into our app. So this is my previous code base. Also, you have been checked, if you haven't checked the my GitHub profile, so you can get this. But just gonna make some implementation in this code. So let me tell you about this. This is the simple calculator code base, and I'm just using these components for switching the components in between them. And this is my app.js where I've created React router, and I was switching the components on a specified route. I have already made the video. You can see in the I button. If you haven't watched this video, just go on that tab and just watch that video first, and then come back and watch this. So how we gonna use that? So first, where we need use history and use location, because where we want to switch our routes and on which route we want to switch. So first, let's import over here use history. Okay, and use location just like this. And same thing we're gonna do into this component 1 and component 2, because we're gonna use history and comma use location. Okay, and same thing we will do into this one. Okay, import from react router DOM, and what we're gonna use history comma use location. Okay, so all the three component, into the all the three component we have imported this use history and use location. So first I'm going to tell you how we can use history. So let me just return const value from use history. So history equals to use history, and yeah, so we have initialized the constant value history, and into that history this use history gonna return some values. So first console this and check how what are we getting into this. So just console this history, and what is the route? Let me change the route, my new app and router. So we just need, let's just make it only slash. Okay, because I'm not gonna write anything on this param and all. Okay, so this is the calculator UI. If I click on this and you can see this is comp one related to. So this is the text what I have written into that component. Let's check. So maybe we are getting something into this. Not now. Okay. We will get that thing into the calculator UI. Calculator. Okay, there's no any route related to calculator. Let me type something. Yeah, so we got our history over here, and you can see there's what are we getting into that object, that go function, go back function, go forward function, and listen function, location function. Also we are getting location over here. So if we type history dot location though and dot path name, that will get this. Also you can just implement that location, use location, and you will get this object into that. So same thing we are getting into use history and history dot push and history dot replace. So these are some function that you can use into just going back on, going on a specified route or previous route or forward route, whatever. Sorry. So what we're gonna do into my new app, I'm just gonna create a button over here. Let me create a button over here. Okay, button, and into that button just type go back. If I am on click of this button, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna type history dot push. If you are using history dot push, you need to specify the route. So what we gonna specify, slash only. So where it gonna hit that route, so you can see we have assigned the component 1 on slash route. So let me show you. If I click on go back, you can see it's coming on the component 1 route. But okay, you can see it's coming on the 1 route. And let me create a button over here on component 1. If I create a button over here, same thing I'm gonna do over here, button, and go back. Okay, let me just first return the history is equal to use params. Okay, sorry, use history. Okay, use history. Okay, now what we're gonna do, on click of that route, on click, history dot go back. No, sorry, not go back. We were using push right now. I will tell you later about and which route, calculator slash something. Okay, so this is the param value, so we can type anything what we are what we want. So if you know about use param, then it's good, and if you don't know, then you can check out my video of use param, how we're going to use that. I just already told you in the last video, so you can just check out that video and just come back later. So yeah, and you can see go back button is over here, and if I click on that, you can see I'm coming on that calculator UI, and I clicking on this, I'm switching on the components, just clicking on go back. Okay, so you can see it's returning a object, history object, into the console because I'm logging over here. You can see I'm logging over here history, I'm logging param and history logging, so that's why it's running now. So what push does, push just history dot push gonna do, it gonna push you on a specified route what you specify into that function. But now what we're gonna do, we're gonna use go back function. How go back function done, it gonna go back and just do this, and what it gonna do is, it will just store that route from where you are coming. And if you click on that button, it will just redirect you on that specified route where you are coming from. So how are we gonna do that? Let me click. If I click and go back, you can see I'm coming on the component 1 route. And if I'm clicking on, because here I have specified the slash calculator route, so it's coming on go back. So I will click on this, and you can this. So this is the use history hook that you can use, and you can some make some common function for this history dot go back or history dot push, and into that function you can just assign a simple URL and you can use that. So that's it for history, and now we're going to use that location. So how, into const location. Location is nothing but it's just return an object what we already get into the history object. So location, use location, and just like this, and just let me just log this location object into this. If I clicking on go back, you can see it's now returning us location object over here. Okay, you can see, let me just clear the console again, and I'm okay. Okay, and again redirect it, so you can see it is returning us location object where we are getting key and path name. So we just need to consider the path name over here, and you can see that it's returning us the path name calculator, and whatever it written over here after the local host, you can see whatever the path name is written over here, we are getting over here. So we can use this located dot location dot path name, or we can switch on that path name, or we can use this path name for something else. Whatever you want to do, you can do with that. Use path name, and we can check a value if we are passing any value into this. So we can use location, and into that location we can check this is string, it's coming or not. If this string is coming, then you can do whatever you want to do. So it was the use history and use location. It's pretty easy and pretty simple. You can find a lot of documentation on Google. You can find that. If still you doesn't understand how we can use that, you can let me know in the comment section. I will really help you, and you can just follow me on Twitter or LinkedIn and Facebook, Instagram. So I will help you there also. So you can ping me there and I will get back to you. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching, and that's it for today. If you haven't watched my React.js tutorial, so you can just go into my playlist and you can just access that, and it's free and very easy to learn how about React.js. Thank you so much.